How's it going, guys? Welcome to the TwoPennyGames Piggy Bank, your favorite casual gaming podcast with your casual gaming buds. My name's Phil. I'm your host for this show that we do live every Monday afternoon Central Time. And if you can't catch us live over on twitch.tv/@TwoPennyGames. Sorry, minus the at. I was getting ahead of myself and did the YouTube URL. You can catch us over on YouTube/@TwoPennyGames. YouTube.com/@TwoPennyGames every Saturday at 8 a.m. because that's when Tavin likes to post things. He likes to post things nice and top of the morning, just so we can be the first ones on your feed, even though probably not the first ones on your feed. But we're up there. We're up there. You're also, I think you were muted when you said that there, Tavin, so I didn't hear you. No. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend Tavin Bothel.
Heyo, what's poppin', players? Welcome back.
And then across the table from him, my other good buddy that does the show with me, Connor Elliott.
It's a beautiful Monday morning. We have amazing things to do and talk about and discuss and, spread cheer and whatnot.
Except it's one thing you always know how to do is finish, Connor. You know how to finish. You know how to finish real strong. You know. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
It is currently 2 p.m. Central. It is not in the morning.
Well, technically, it's
Yeah, you know. I mean, I woke up late today too. It's okay. I worked really, really late last night, so
I actually did not wake up that late. Surprise!
Oh, really?
Yes.
I assumed you said good. It's a beautiful morning because you had woken up recently. I woke up maybe hour and a half ago. Because I was at work until after 2 a.m. So
long night. Yeah, no. Connor waking up before 2:30 in the afternoon is a rare sight.
Yes, it is. Yeah, but I'm breaking the cycle now.
Are you?
I'm breaking it, I think. Well, we'll find out tomorrow because one day is one day.
One day is one day, Connor. So, yeah, if you do it tomorrow, that'd be great.
That is one day. Of course, as I said, this is our Piggy Bank. It's our casual gaming podcast where we kind of come together. We talk about our week in games. We talk about what we play, what we're excited to play in the coming week or weeks. If we kind of look further forward, sometimes we have little discussion topics that we like to talk about games, just anything in general, gaming discussion. So we play mini games as well. Compete against one another. We bring little games to play with each other because we just love playing with each other. You know.
I love playing with Connor. I love it so much.
I know you come in and do it all the time.
Jump under the table and play under the table for you. You know what I mean? Let me do it.
Even if I go into my room, I still have to play with you. You just always want to play.
He locks his door.
Always fucking do. That's why I lock my goddamn door. I always got to deal with you in some way, shape, or form. Always, all the time.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, great time.
Well,
yeah, it's great, man.
I'm trying to do another year.
What?
You trying to do another year?
Yeah.
I'll kick things off here. I have been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals with my good buddy Tavin Bothel.
Oh yeah, so much so to the point where I'm like, hey man, we gotta chill out because I'm wasting too much time playing this video game right here.
Oh, it's not a waste. Though.
It is a waste. It is a waste. When you have life goals, when you got things you got to get done, content to be made, money to be made.
You still got to play video games as per what we do here. So
right.
If you're gonna play something, this is the best time to play Marvel Rivals.
But we've been talking about Marvel Rivals for the last 4 weeks in a row. So how much more can we talk about Marvel Rivals? Granted, this week we could talk a little bit more because there was a new update, new characters, new maps, new season of competitive. There's just one map.
Well, I mean, it's just the one new actual 6v6 map. There's a free for all mode that you can play now. The Doom match or whatever.
I did a whole 30 seconds of that. Got killed by a Penny Parker camping in a building and then turned it off.
Oh my god! I ran into one of those last night. I wanted to knock out the challenges while I was because I wasn't able to really play yesterday. So at work while I was waiting for people to bring me their paperwork and stuff at the end of the night, I blew up the portal and played some Doom match and knocked out some of those challenges so I can progress on the battle pass.
Indeed, yeah. So it is nice to see Marvel Rivals elevated to a point of, okay, this is what a real season looks like from us. You had the launch season 0 happen. You got to get familiar with the characters, get familiar with the game modes, see what we're doing here, understand how we're delivering battle passes and so forth. I thought the first battle pass was bad. I did not think it had a lot of interesting cosmetics in it at all. So now, Season 1, this first real battle pass, this is a good battle pass. Has a lot of cool skins in it. A lot of skins I want, even for characters I don't particularly care for or play as. I want the skins for them. And so that's really exciting. A lot of great cosmetics alongside with that. And of course, we got to talk the new characters. Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, they're great. I like Invisible Woman a lot. She's probably like my now like 1B in terms of mains between Penny Parker and Invisible Woman. I'm playing one of those two for sure. And Mr. Fantastic, I think is cool. I think he needs a couple of tweaks to really like turn him into like a great character. I think he's a good character right now. I think he's good, not great right now. Most importantly, I think his ult needs a huge damage boost. That thing, I don't think his ult is effective. Well, I think it's pretty easy to avoid. I think even if you are in the middle of it, it's not that scary. If you have healers who are just doing their base healing, with minimal effort, they can out heal his ult. And yeah, so it's just not a very like impressive thing there. But I do like his abilities. I do think he does enough damage. When he deals out enough damage, he like gets big and like, kind of becomes a bit of a tank type character for a little bit. And there he's doing massive damage, and he's a big threat in those moments, which is great. I think his repel ability is useful, but it won't take long for players to be able to recognize when he's doing it because it's a clear animation. So it won't take long for characters for players to realize, oh, that's what that is. Okay, I'm just not going to shoot him for a second and then get back to him when he gets back to being small. But I think my biggest gripe with him, he needs some way to like get up and around the map a little faster. I don't know if he needs like a double jump or like a way to just like reach up, grapple up, and grab ledges and pull himself up. Because right now he just feels so limited in mobility. And for a character who can stretch his limbs and get real big or real small wherever he needs to be, he should probably be able to grapple some ledges. You know what I mean?
It would be nice. It would be nice to have like a little stretch grab.
Yeah,
but he does seem to kind of. That would be nice, but at the same time, he seems to fulfill the role of a DPS that is more front and center rather than trying to get around people.
He's quite frontline. Yeah,
he blocks very, very well. He has a lot of resilience in melee combat and in close quarters combat. So, Phil, I played him, I think, after you left, and I was liking him a lot as well. And I know you did as well. You did too.
I've really worked him into my rotation. My big three right now are Winter Soldier, Star-Lord, and Mr. Fantastic.
Little DPS guy.
Well, this guy.
He always rolls
insta-lock and DPS.
Every time.
He never plays any type of support.
No.
You're wrong.
God forbid he pick up a tank character once in a while and actually be on the front line pushing the objective or something.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, you're just speaking falsehoods. You're spreading misinformation.
Who else do you play? I don't know who you're talking about.
I only ever see him play Winter Soldier because he thinks he's great Winter Soldier character.
I play Thor on Guardian, When I'm playing a Guardian, I play Thor.
When he plays on one map, he'll play Thor. It's got to be on this one specific map.
No. The only character that I have a one specific map thing is if we're on the Spider-Man like push the cart map.
Yeah.
I'll play Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, another DPS.
That is something. While we're on the topic of Moon Knight, a wave of nerfs and buffs happened with this new update. I don't think they needed the buffs. I think except for maybe Storm, and I think they've made her too strong now.
Really?
Yeah, it's a tricky balance with all of these things. I think all of the buffs that have happened are in reaction to players' first few weeks with the game. And I think that was a mistake because as the weeks went on and players started actually understanding the characters, their personal roles and how they play, it sort of kind of balanced itself out. All the problems people had of Iron Fist is too strong, Hela is too strong, all of this, and then Wolverine is useless. I was seeing a lot on Twitter. Storm, of course, I think was legitimately useless. The only one who needed a buff. And then there was just a lot of complaints about a lot of characters. I feel like they could have gotten away with just nerfing a few characters. And just kind of balancing that out because players were smart enough to start figuring out how to use these different characters the way that they're intended to be used. So now they've gone through and buffed all these characters like Moon Knight, like Captain America, like Wolverine, and you didn't need to. I think now all three of those that I just named and a couple of others that I can't think of off the top of my head are now too strong. And it would have Just give the players time to react to what you're doing. I don't think we needed buffs like that. But there were some nerfs that needed to be had, and those are had, and I think they're effective.
I think we'll be getting a lot of different changes to the game as it goes on.
Yeah.
It'll be fluid, as these games usually are.
I hope so, but I mean, it's a tricky thing. How do you balance when you push an update and the player base goes, whoa, way too much? How do you do you then go, okay, well, wait, get used to it, figure it out, build new strategies? Or do you go, you're right, let's tweak that down, find a middle ground right away?
To be fair, the only buff to Moon Knight was on his ult. That was it.
He's definitely doing more damage than he.
No, it's literally only on his ult. It's just his ult is wider, and there's like 2 more hands that come down.
He feels so much more dangerous than
he did. But they also didn't even need to do that for his ult. His ult would just like come out and he'll just catch you by surprise and kill you quickly.
I to be perfectly honest, I do get frustrated at getting killed by Moon Knight, but it's one of those things where it doesn't really bother me because then I'll turn around and I'll do the same thing on Moon Knight.
Yeah. So see, that's the thing. He's a Moon Knight player.
I just got to go play Moon Knight apparently.
Yeah.
So
maybe you give it a try and then you'll see.
I would, Phil, but you're so stuck on insta-lock and DPS, and you only ever play Winter Soldier.
You also didn't let me finish. I also play support. I play Invisible Woman. I play Loki. I do the thing. I play Luna Snow.
Luna Snow, yeah.
They did nerf her. I think that was needed. Made her song a little shorter. Made it a little harder to get that ult. I think that was needed. But she's still one of the. She's probably still the strongest healer in the game.
Crazy. Pop. Da da da.
But yeah, that's a good time. Let's talk Invisible Woman. I love her. I think she's
great.
She doesn't deal out a lot of damage, but I think that's fine. I think she is a great team player. I think she's one of the strongest healers in the game. She's probably second strongest right now underneath Luna Snow. Arguably, maybe just tied with Cloak and Dagger. But what I've been calling her off mic is the Great Enabler. In that she has this like push and pull ability to where like if an enemy is running away trying to save themselves from being killed, you can very quickly just pull them back in, allow your tanks, allow your DPS to get those final couple of kills, those detrimental kills off, or push people off of ledges. I'm seeing plays online. Phil sent me a TikTok. I saw a play online of them using it to where she can push people through Doctor Strange portals to get launched off the map and so forth. That will never happen. But, if you are, teamed up with someone who does play both those characters, it could potentially happen.
I saw a mix-up on that play where instead of throwing them off the map, they were on that same map, but they pushed them to like the end of the push the cart, so they had to walk back for like a full minute.
That's smart.
That's cool. That might actually cost them more time than killing them right away. That's an interesting strategy. These players, man, they're creative. I like that she can like jump away, turn invisible, self-heal for a little bit, chill out, or like throwing out the shields, throwing out the heals all the time. Her ult, I think, is one of the strongest ults in the game. That one probably I don't know if we need to figure out, like, maybe make it a little smaller, make it a little harder for her to get. But that's a strong ult. Like, that's one that, like, if players are inside that ult, it's hard to kill them. It's like, you're probably just not going to kill them unless you have a strong counter ult to it. You know what I'm saying?
It is, but it's more just like, it's a good. I don't think it's too overpowered at all. I mean, it's good for controlling point, because that just pushes them off. But at the end of the day, the benefit only lasts as long as you're inside there. So the enemy team, all they have to do is back off. It's a back off tool.
Yeah,
they can just get out of range.
It's also one of those things where like you don't want to touch ults too much because like that's your ultimate, right? It's supposed to be the strongest ability you have.
Yeah, and I think she dies very easily compared to other people. So to that point, I feel like it kind of makes sense that she has at least, a pretty damn good ult that doesn't kill people either. It just, the worst thing it does to enemies is slow them down. So
yeah. And I love her AoE attack. For us, it's on the L1 left bumper.
Oh, yeah.
Where she just throws out just an orb of damage. We are now at a point where we have so many characters who throw out colorful orbs. And AoE effect type things to where it's a little bit to use a coin term from girlfriend reviews. It's a little bit diarrhea Christmas lighty, where there's just so much on screen, you're not exactly sure what's happening anymore. There's a lot of just orbs and circles and floor plans and stuff, between Invisible Woman, Cloak and Dagger, Moon Knight, Penny Parker. All these guys have a lot. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
The only thing that I have an issue with is the fact that there's two white blonde women that look too similar.
They both throw out orbs.
Invisible Woman and Cloak. Yeah,
they look way too similar. It's
not Cloak, Dagger. It's
Dagger.
Whatever.
They're different.
Sure.
Cloak's a black man and Dagger's a white woman.
Yeah, but you're gonna shorthand it as Cloak every time because it's a smaller word, and everybody's gonna know what you're talking about. Anyways, yeah, between those two, there have been several times where I'm like, oh, I got their Invisible Woman, and Phil's like, they don't have one, and I go, what? I just killed her. You go, no, that's Cloak and Dagger. And I went, oh, you're right, it is. Yeah.
Very, very similar.
They have the same build. They're both blonde. They're both white women. They wear the same clothes. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. But we're having fun with it.
We like the new characters so much, Tavin. We got the first family skins. I got one for Mr. Fantastic, and you got the one for Invisible Woman.
Yeah, we both had enough of the little blue currencies to get the alternate skins for them, which is basically just their OG classic blue and black skins. They come with white and blue, which I think are also great skins. That are great. So yeah, I jumped into the battle pass. I'm working my way through that. I find the battle pass frustrating to navigate through. I don't like that it's like, so it's broken up into pages, right? And on that first page, they'll give you like a skin right away, and then there's a skin at the end of that page. And to get that skin, you have to clean the page up, and I don't like that. Just let me pick what I want, right? And then they also, I kind of understand it because even Helldivers, which I think has the best battle pass system, like page 2, page 3, you got to like unlock certain number of currencies or get it in the terms of Helldivers. You have to unlock enough points above that page to unlock that page. But with Marvel Rivals, you just have to earn a certain amount of currency or whatever for it, which I think is weird. I continue to say I think the Battle Pass system in Marvel Rivals is a huge step down from other versions of the Battle Pass in modern games. Like this feels like several years ago when we were still kind of figuring out what made battle passes work. We know what make battle passes work now, and this isn't it.
I think the battle pass.
I
is
honestly
the only,
like it.
Yeah, it's one of the only ones I've actually bought myself. I think Helldivers 2 is interesting more so in the sense it's just free for everybody to do, and all
the first one is. But
yeah, but that's like a pretty big bulk just for people who want to start out at the game.
Yeah.
Like me, for example, I haven't played as much as you guys have, and that's carried me through each time I boot up that game. I always have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
In Marvel Rivals, it's a bit slower of a crawl, and it's without the battle pass if you just like gain currency, but it is possible
That's also my problem with Rivals is there is nothing for the free to play player. You have to buy something, which is fine because it's a free to play game and you get all the characters at launch.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a bare minimum thing. But
as far as comparing battle passes,
they just keep putting they put just a few too many barriers in my way for me chasing what I want. I don't want to go through and unlock a bunch of sprays for characters I don't use to get to a skin 3 pages down. You know what I mean? Like that's not an effective way to do things for me. I also don't think they put enough currencies in the battle pass. And yeah, there's just not enough. There's not enough. Like the carrot at the end of the stick is too far away. It's clearly out of my grasp, not like just out of my grasp. You know?
Yeah.
And especially now that I've spent money on your battle pass. I mean, I haven't. I used my PlayStation Stars, but effectively, I've spent money. I got those star points by buying games, so I've effectively spent money on your game now. Why can't I unlock this fucking Rocket the Raccoon skin? Why do I gotta buy 4 fucking sprays for characters I don't use to get this Rocket skin? Why?
I got the Rocket skin.
Let me get the Rocket skin. Just let me have the Rocket skin. You know, but
it's a really good skin.
But I like the way they're doing their challenges, their event challenges. I like the style of it with it's all like newspapery, like headlines and so forth, and a new one unlocks each day. And you can just go jump in and knock out those unlocks or knock out those challenges whenever you want. That's all great. I love that there's alternate means to get to it. It's like, hey, do this or do this, and you'll get this reward. You know, and a lot of the challenges are wide variety of like modes. So like if it's something in their default mode, like a quick play or competitive, you can get it off of quick play, competitive, or versus AI. I appreciate that they've widened that up, and it's like as long as you're playing the game, you have a chance at ticking off these boxes. Good stuff. I like this update.
Yep.
Keep playing
if there's any other games that y'all been playing, let's go ahead and knock those out of the way because we spent 20 minutes talking about Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, so I don't have a lot else to say. I'm working my way through. If you don't know, Sly 2 and Sly 3 were released on PlayStation 4/5 through their emulator system that they're doing with all the PS2 games. So I got the platinum for Sly 2, and I've started Sly 3. I'm a little more than halfway through the first chapter of that, and I still to this day don't understand why the fan base so ferviously supports Sly 2 as the best game in the franchise. I think 3 is right there. In my opinion, it's better. But like they are close in my mind, right? There's just enough differences between the two where I go like, oh, well, this game's got this game's got that. I went Googling, looking on Reddit threads, and I saw a bunch of arguments for things I just straight up disagree about. Like people saying the maps are better in Sly 2. I don't necessarily agree with that statement. I think the first map in Sly 1 is the best Sly map in the franchise. And on top of that, there's later ones that are really good as well. There are some maps in Sly 2 that are, top tier, of course, but there are some bottom tier maps in Sly 2. I don't know how many bottom tier maps there are in Sly 3. I can think of at least 3 maps in 2 that are not good. In 3, 1, maybe arguably 2 because it's not a very Sly focused map. But yeah, I'll never understand it. And I also saw that gameplay. People were saying gameplay was better in 2. Straight up disagree with that. Gameplay's better in 3. There's more things to do, more abilities. Bentley and Murray are elevated to having their own like personal things that make them unique and interesting. All 3 of them can pickpocket guards in Sly 3. I don't understand how gameplay-wise it's not seen as the superior version. Also, better mini games in Sly 3. But that's a double-edged sword because there's also the argument of there's too many mini games in Sly 3 and they distract from the core gameplay, which I do agree with. There's too many in Sly 3 and that's all I got to say. I love Sly Cooper.
Make us play it. Then we'll be able to share in
can't
your
wait.
opinion.
March,
fight against you.
Or whatever month.
Whatever. Oh, you have a month where you're going to do it. You decided for the game.
I'm pretty sure I'm March.
You are, yeah. So I'm June.
I think
May.
Phil's going to not do Jack and Daxter. He's going to do Sly 1.
Yeah, do Sly 1, Phil. Give you an excuse to get that PS4 platinum.
What am I you know what I think he's going to do?
He's not doing Jack and Daxter. He's doing Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, he's going to
doing Kingdom.
Look at that eye raise.
Time will tell.
Time
will tell.
Time will tell.
Yes.
TwoPenny Game Club.
Connor, you got anything?
Yeah, you know what? I'll just say real quick. I played more of Stalker 2. It's a very fun game. For those of you that don't really have much of an understanding of Stalker, specifically 2, it's like a more hardcore Fallout. You're in a pretty similar setting. It's not as it feels post-apocalyptic. For all the personal effects it is, but it's not really post-apocalyptic. But it's if you like scrounging in cool bases and fighting against, pretty creative mutants, invisible mutants, other invisible mutants that are poltergeists, lumpy mutants, and anomalies. It's cool because you basically, in a place of traditional puzzles, you have these weird supernatural sci-fi effects going on, like firestorms, acid storms, and whatnot, and you got to deal with them by basically having screws and throwing them into where they're located to disrupt them for a moment, to bypass them. And within those areas where there's a lot of these anomalies, there's relics, which are the key way to get money. So you're basically like a scavenger. And so it adds this little scavenging element mixed with environmental puzzles that, it makes traversal and finding all the little hidden stashes and areas where relics might be very fun to explore. So For those people that are looking for more of a Fallout fix, but Fallout's kind of disappointed you recently, this one can, have a lot of fat to chew on. It's probably going to want to be one of those games that I just play over a pretty extended period of time because you can just go into the fucking zone and, explore it and have cool firefights as well. The gunplay is, it's not something like as sporadic as one might be made by machine games, but it's more grounded in the sense that you're just scrounging around and have weapons that break pretty easily depending on who you're fighting, and it's a fun game. It's a really fun game that I recommend to pretty much anybody that's kind of looking for a more elevated first-person shooter.
All right. Well, gentlemen, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into our first mini game of the show. We've got our spin-off off of our popular game Hit 10, Hit List, where I take lists from the internet and I'll name entries from it, and you have to tell me what the list is, like what the actual list itself is. And I go entry by entry, and we'll go to each of you taking turns deciding what you think the list is.
Historically, I've always dominated Tavin at this game. It's always been the case.
Is that the case?
Right.
No.
Well, I don't think that's the case. But
it is not. But this time, it's different. It's going to happen.
Let's go ahead and dive into this first list. The first entry, Fury. Fury.
I should know what that game is.
This is the top-down...
Yes. Okay, yes.
Sort of Soulsy game, but
Boss rush game.
Yeah, boss rush game. That's a better way.
It was very fun.
We'll let Connor submit a guess first.
Best video game bosses.
Tavin?
I'm gonna go. Indie seems too obvious. I'm gonna go best top-down games. Or
You're both
best isometric camera games.
I was looking for the word.
Yeah. You're both incorrect. Number 9, Steam World Dig 2.
I don't know how that game plays. So, best, most unique art styles?
I'm going to go best indie.
It is best indie. This is from IGN's top 100 indie games, the top 10.
Really? Fury hit number 10. Good for Fury.
Fury is number 10,
okay.
SteamWorld Dig 2, number 9, The Rise of the Golden Idol, number 8, number 7, Stardew Valley, number 6, Hollow Knight, number 5, Disco Elysium, number 4, Hades, number 3, Celeste, number 2, Outer Wilds, number 1, Return of the Obra Dinn.
The only one that's weird is
Hades.
Disco Elysium. Hades.
Disco, yeah, but Hades, like...
AA.
It's one of those things where they are so big and so, like, it's hard to still consider them an indie dev. They are independent, but like, it's when you say indie, you're thinking like, 1 to a dozen dudes sitting in a room like doing their best to like scrounge up a video game, right? And
right.
Supergiant is not that. Supergiant has not been that for a while.
Number 11 on the list, Animal Well.
Oh, good. Oh, it's a recent list.
Yeah,
Animal Well.
So The Rise of the Golden Idol was from last year as well. So.
Oh, I thought that was the first one. Okay.
No, The Case of the Golden Idol was the first one.
Case of the Golden. Okay. All right. Pretty good list. Pretty good list.
For us, Tavin, number 19, Inscription.
Valid. I'm not mad at any of this. I'm really not mad at any of this. Celeste was number 2.
Celeste was number 3.
Oh, okay. Valid.
What was number 2 then again?
Number 2 is Outer Wilds.
Outer Wild. That's the
Valid.
weird one. Yeah, I never played it, so
yeah.
I have no.
I don't know enough about the Disco Elysium devs.
That's why it seems more like not in the same level of Supergiant, but
yeah,
they seem not indie,
right?
Still,
yeah, they don't have the vibes right.
No, they do not.
They
seem pretty sizable.
Great studio, great studio.
Can't wait to play that game.
Agreed. Yeah, me too.
I played the first 2 hours, and that was very, very interesting.
Played the first 10 minutes. I was like, oh, this seems like a good game. Then I never touched it again.
All right. So that's 1 for Tavin here. Moving to
the
second list here, we got number 10, Shadow Gambit: The Cursed Crew. Tavin will let you take the first crack at this one.
I don't know what that is, so I'm going to say top 10 pirate games.
Fuck.
Connor?
Shit, that makes me worried. What's the name of the fucking game again? What
Shadow
else?
Gambit, The Cursed Crew.
Best games involving shadows.
That was my other guess.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Number 9, A Plague Tale Requiem.
Oh,
Connor?
okay.
Best medieval games?
And Tavin?
I'm gonna go best. Get real basic. Best games involving like a plague or a pandemic or an illness.
Incorrect.
Okay.
That'd be like number one.
Next.
Let's do number one.
Next entry, Mark of the Ninja Remastered. Tavin, you first.
Okay. Now I'm thrown off. Now we've gone left now.
We only know one of these games.
Best. Yeah. Right. I've heard of Mark of the Ninja. That's an up. I'm gonna get best stealth games.
Connor?
Best historical games?
It is best stealth games from
Yeah.
Games Radar. It says the best stealth games you can sneak through right now. Number 10, Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew. Number 9, A Plague Tale Requiem. Number 8, Mark of the Ninja Remastered. Number 7, Thief 2, The Metal Age. Number 6, The Last of Us Part 2.
Be higher.
Number 5, Alien Isolation.
What?
Number
better than
4,
Last of Us.
I know.
That's not
I know.
better than Last of Us Part 2.
I don't think this list is very good. Number 4, Hitman 3, which is fine.
Valid.
Number 3, Dishonored 2.
Valid.
Number 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage.
No.
yeah, that's weird.
And number 1, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Could argue, but
I would move some things around. The bottom 3 are a little strange to me.
I would say Metal Gear Solid. If it
was
Metal Gear
Plague
Solid,
Tale, was that the first Plague Tale or the second one?
I think
Second one I'd probably throw in there. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'd throw the first one in.
is it
it's the second one. It's the second one.
It's the second one?
Requiem?
Okay. Yeah. And Alien Isolation should be much lower.
that alien, man.
It's spooky.
Moving on. Currently,
I don't hate
Tavin
that
is
list.
leading
Mirage
2-0.
needs to come off, but other than that, I
Yeah.
don't hate that list.
Next up, we've got first entry on this list: Resident Evil 4 remake.
It's like which way do we go from that? you
Yeah, I know.
Like
There's a lot of ways.
you start hitting genres or like type of game or
Okay, can I go?
Let me. I'll start off before you make your guess. This is not an ordered list.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Connor, what's
Best
your guess?
zombie games?
Tavin.
Zombies in that game, Connor.
You know what the fuck? People still.
Not a zombie game.
I know you're.
It's
you're
actually
right.
like the
Los
least
Plagas.
zombie game ever. Yeah, I'll just be generic and I'll say best survival horror.
You're both incorrect.
Yeah.
Second entry: Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Okay. Now we're cooking with some gas here. Like, what is this? I think I know what it is. Am I going? I can go.
Yeah, Tavin's going.
Best games of 2023.
Connor.
I nailed it with that one. Fucking,
Yeah, that might be good.
Fucking.
Best games of 2023.
Yeah.
2022. Sorry.
No, 3.
But you said that already, so 2022.
Well, you're both
You're
incorrect.
betting that I'm wrong?
Oh.
You're
you're wrong.
both incorrect. The
Oh,
next
wow.
entry: Starfield.
Okay.
So go off the list again.
Wait a minute.
Resident Evil 4 remake.
Resident Evil 4 remake, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Starfield.
This is a crazy list.
Oh, okay. Can I go?
Connor, yep, go ahead.
Best PlayStation 5 games.
Starfield?
Oh fuck! It's not. Yeah.
Tavin?
I'm gonna just say best action games or best action adventure games.
Incorrect. Number 4 on this. Sorry, it's not an ordered list. I should say that it's the fourth entry: Dead Space remake.
I got one. I don't like it. Spider-Man kind of throws it off.
Um,
Tavin, you're going first anyway, so
You play Starfield in third person, right?
I think so.
I'm gonna go. I don't like how Phil said. I think so.
yeah,
That's knocking me off.
not exactly in during.
Don't go to space in Spider-Man.
Do you?
There are aliens.
What you do in Resident Evil
Yeah.
4?
There are aliens.
I thought the aliens angle, but that doesn't make sense now.
Are there aliens in Starfield?
Yeah, but like
course.
They're all
animal
just like
aliens.
monsters?
Yeah, not like human-like aliens.
Now we go into is the Las Plagas from space? I don't
No.
remember. I
It
don't
is-
remember. I don't
it is
think it
not.
is. I don't think it is.
Resident Evil's actually just an alien story the entire time.
I'll go. If saying something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Games with the most the weirdest
Yeah.
out of place tech.
Weirdest
I don't
out
know.
of place
fucking know.
tech.
I'm guessing, man.
What's on the list so far? Resident Evil, Dead Space. I'm gonna go games featuring evil corporations.
Incorrect.
Well,
Next
We're
entry,
reaching.
Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon.
I'm so lost. Where are we? Okay, wait. I still think my evil corporations is still in there. You know, it's still in there.
are all these from 2023 still?
No, Starfield. Oh, Starfield was 23, wasn't it?
They are all 2023. I will say that.
That's interesting.
Coincidental.
I said best of 20.
You did, so it's not
You
it.
did.
Well, you think Phil's wrong? He's lying to us.
23.
Ooh.
Putting
I don't
Resident
wanna
Evil
know.
4 remake at a worst of 23.
Not ordered.
Best single player games of 2023.
Incorrect. Connor, do you have a guess?
I do not. Go on to the next one.
All right. Next on the list, we have Forza Motorsport.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say best vehicles. But Starfield had vehicles. You know that?
They do have vehicles now,
They
Connor.
do.
They do. You know what doesn't?
What?
Dead Space.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't?
What?
Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, that's fine. Well,
you don't know
driving
that.
a car
You
in the
don't know
beginning.
that. You don't know that. You are in a car for about 10 seconds in the
Mhm.
beginning. You're right.
Marvel Spider-Man 2, you don't drive any vehicles.
Hey,
get on a
but you're
vehicle, though.
swinging. Swinging's a vehicle.
You get on a vehicle though. You get on it all the time.
I feel like I was dancing around it with one of my guests, but I just wasn't accurate enough.
Nothing to do with combat. Do with genre.
Saying best combat of and having Starfield on that list.
And
Crazy.
I know.
Forza Motorsport, yeah.
That's what broke it.
This game also, if Forza Motorsport also from 20.
It sure is.
Jesus Christ. This guy had recency bias.
What did I say? Did I say most underrated of 23 already?
No, but we'll put that as your guess.
Alright, most
let's
underrated.
move on to the next entry here. Pikmin 4.
I'm confused.
Games with alien aspects, like aspects
Forza
involving aliens.
Motorsport.
You're betting that there's aliens in Forza?
I don't. Yeah, I was. I really was.
All 23, so it's got to be something at the 20.
You've exhausted the topic tab. So you think?
Most overrated of 23.
Oh, how dare you?
I listen, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it.
Armored Core? I feel like that was properly.
Overrated.
Didn't even get that much. It was a from
It
software.
didn't even get that
from-
much. Connor?
Well, I said a guess.
What did you say?
Best
Oh, the alien thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
stupid
okay.
guess.
Yeah. No.
Next up, we've got Wolong Fallen Dynasty.
That's that older 2000, late 2000s
No,
game.
still 23. This is
Nope,
the one.
still
this is the
23.
This is the Monster Hunter clone.
Oh, that. Yeah. Okay.
No, that's you're thinking of Wild Hearts. Wolong Fallen Dynasty was the Team Ninja game before Rise of the Ronin. It's a lot like a Souls game kind of, but it was Team Ninja.
It has to be 22.
It is.
So, is it winners of game awards for 2023?
No,
I don't think Spider-Man
Tavin, you have
won
a guess?
anything.
But like not for the game of the year.
No,
like,
I understand. Yeah, you just
Oh,
meant,
no, I
you
see
just
what you
meant
mean.
like nominated and won. I don't think Spider-Man won.
I don't think it did either.
I meant for like
Um,
game of the years, like on like dice and.
Oh, okay.
And-
Oh, like
VGC,
any
like-
kind of award?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. That's not what the list is. But... Tavin, you have a guess?
I don't.
We got two more that I'll say before I'll kind of
Best 2023 games that aren't Baldur's Gate 3.
no. Next up, we've got Destiny 2 Lightfall.
Okay, well, I don't even know what we're talking about.
Highest. Doesn't make sense. Highest grossing games of 2023? No.
Yeah.
Tavin? Got y'all well and truly stumped on this list.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is crazy.
It not being ordered kind of makes it harder.
Best
It's true.
or like best games to buy in the holiday season, or like highest selling Black Friday games or something.
Incorrect. Next up, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Second time that game's been talked about today.
Most
Been mentioned.
Best sequels of 2020.
Connor?
I was gonna say something, but it doesn't make sense for
Oh, Starfield was on this
Spider-Man
bitch.
2.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, Starfield
true.
as well. Yeah, that doesn't
Damn
make
it.
sense.
I thought I had it with that
I
one.
mean, and also Dead Space Remake.
You know, that's a sequel.
2020. Not.
Wolong Fallen Dynasty was also a new gaming franchise. So.
Best visuals of 2023?
Incorrect. So
Pretty good.
this is a very creative list that I decided to grab. This is Phil's Fantasy Critic 2023.
Eat it, dick.
Fuck. Move on.
The other entries on the list, we have Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores, Dead Cells Return to Castlevania, Wild Hearts, Sea of Stars, Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, Alan Wake 2, System Shock, and Super Mario Brothers
Fucking-
Wonder.
Develop a personality past whatever you're playing at the time and Fantasy Critic, please. Like, what are we doing?
What? You upset that you couldn't guess it?
That's it. Nobody would have guessed it. That's fucking impossible to guess.
I guess we're not as friends.
Fantasy Critic from
thought
2
I
years
thought it was
ago.
creative.
I don't fucking pay attention. What are you
Hey.
talking about? That's an in the out. Like,
I guess you don't care about what Phil thinks.
I don't know what was on Fantasy Critic last year.
All right.
Kenny's big breakaway.
That was, and I countered it.
Would that end up getting anyway?
Like 7 points.
Yeah, it
Counter
was
pick.
77 on OpenCritic.
Valid.
Next up, this is the last one. I only did 4 lists. We've got number 10 on the list, Super Hot.
Best VR games.
Connor?
Best shapes.
Both incorrect.
Okay, well.
Number 9, Apex Legends.
Best first person shooters.
Connor?
Best shooters.
We'll give it to Tavin. It's first person shooters.
There you
Fuck.
go. My next was like best 20 18 games. I don't fucking know when Apex came out. 17? 18?
I think it was 17. Super Hot, I think, was 2016 or 15. I'm not sure.
That's tricky. Tricky stuff.
But yeah, so we got Super Hot, Apex Legends, Black Mesa, Titanfall 2, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege,
Titanfall 2 good.
Halo MCC, Half-Life Alyx, Doom Eternal, Call of Duty Warzone, and Destiny 2.
Kind of cheating with Halo MCC, but we'll allow it.
Half-Life Alyx.
That's the best VR first person.
Hi, Marks.
All right. That was the hit list. Let's finish it off. Or not finish it off. Let's go to our next mini game from Connor.
That's me. That is me. I am doing a little game that you might have heard of called 20 Questions. 20 Questions about video game characters.
Heyo.
So these gentlemen are going to alternate asking questions, yes or no questions, that I will answer. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
You know,
But will you answer them?
will I answer them? That remains to be seen.
Will you answer them correctly?
That remains to be seen. That on one time,
Yeah,
I will say.
Remember when we asked him about Western and he's like, "Oh yeah, those are cowboys."
Well, hey, I wasn't wrong technically at all. But this time, I will be fully right, technically and literally. I think is the opposite of technical. But there's a thing I will say. There is a theme amongst these characters.
Oh, it's characters.
It is characters, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said that.
It is very simple. What
I know
makes
it's hard to listen to Connor. It's hard.
So
I
hard.
agree with you, Tavin.
all of these characters are similar in one very obvious regard. So let that guide you as much as it can. Okay. The first
Who's
character.
asking the first question?
Now let's say Tavin. Tavin do that.
Sure. Is this character from a Western game studio?
Western as in from the west of the world as opposed to the east.
Yes?
Was that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, like,
So it's a West. It's
European,
from a Western game.
American, yeah, all right. Fucking Christ.
Hey, we're above board now. We got it all cleared out.
Is this character a woman?
Yes.
Is this a PlayStation character?
Yes.
Is this character Aloy?
It's Aloy. Right away.
Why? Tell me why I went Chloe Frazier first. Like,
Why?
I don't know.
You know what, Tavin? Good for being creative.
Sure.
I'll tell you that.
Sure.
Next character. Phil.
Is this character a woman?
Yes.
I think I cracked the code.
I think you got it, Phil. This is from an Eastern game studio.
Yes.
Okay.
Is this character from an RPG?
Yes.
A Square Enix character.
Yes.
All right.
Is this character Tifa Lockhart?
No.
Character Aerith Gainsborough.
Yes.
There it is.
I was going to say that originally, but I was like, Connor's a Coomer. I'm going to say Tifa.
I tricked you. All right. Do you guys see the theme?
That they're women? Yes.
All right. Next character.
Oh, I've got it. I've got it. You're dumb.
Okay.
I don't know if I got it.
Tavin, you go first.
I've got it. I'm trying to think if I can think of one. I'm trying to get it. Is this character Ada Wong?
No.
Okay.
What the fuck? Is this character Chun-Li?
No.
I don't know if I have another one.
Oh, wow. I thought you were an ally to women. Here you are.
You've constricted it down to a very specific thing.
Has he?
Yes. It's so you're gonna smack yourself over the head when you figure it out. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, are
No.
you kidding me?
No.
Is it actually?
It probably is.
Jesus Christ.
Do you guys think you know?
Well, based off of my guess, you should probably be able to know if I know.
Okay.
It's pretty obvious. I I just can't think of another one. Like I'm really blanking on those specific characters. That's tricky. Is this character a woman?
No.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I do know what the thing is then. Yeah.
All right.
Is this character Alex Mercer?
No. Good one.
Fucking crazy. Okay. Okay. What does that leave us? I was so locked in on women.
I know you were.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Is this character, what's that little fucker's name? Can't believe I'm blanking on his fucking name. Fuck, what's his name? I can see the little fucker so clearly.
Why are you getting so messed up about this?
It's because it says like a. What is his name? What is his name? The little fucker.
I'm trying to think of who you're thinking of.
The little fucker.
Fuck! I'm
Damn.
so mad that I can't remember his name right now.
You know, you guys can
This character has another name. Can I give you his other name, but you know who I'm talking about?
go for it.
Would that count though?
I'll see.
I can't get his fucking name.
I'll see.
I can't get his fucking name. Is this character Loki from God of War?
What are you thinking?
It's his son.
Oh,
No,
come on,
Atreus.
Atreus, that's his name. Fuck, couldn't get it.
No.
dude. Is this character from a Western game studio?
Yes.
Gotta go back to basics here, Tavin.
Yeah, no. Is this a PlayStation character?
No.
Is this character from Xbox Game Studios?
No.
That makes it really hard.
So
Who's Alex
simple.
Mercer? Is that?
Prototype.
That's
from,
what I thought.
Prototype. Yeah.
Is this a third-person game?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this character from a Sega game?
No.
I think it's Japanese.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I was just trying to knock out the game studios.
The big guys. The big.
Yeah.
Is this from a AAA video game?
Yes.
Ooh. Is this character Ares from Hades?
No.
Is this Alex from? Oh no, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Were you
Ares
going
is
to
good.
say Alex from Half-Life? Because it's a woman.
Is this character a robot?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not a robot.
This is question 14.
I'm struggling.
Mm-hmm. And not you. I lined you guys up. I'm happy you both got one right for each
Yeah.
first category. Categories.
Yeah.
Really struggling to think of fuckers with A names.
Is this character Atlas from God of War?
No.
Character Atlas from BioShock.
No.
Fuck.
Disc 16.
This is driving me crazy.
This is wild. Yeah.
I really it is hard. Like, it's one of those things you go, oh, yeah, easy. I could name 12. And then you go, actually, I don't know if I can name 12.
Yeah.
Like,
Becomes hard, especially when your life's on the line.
Ooh. Is this character Andrew Ryan?
No.
Oh, damn.
good one, Phil.
Yeah, it is a good one, though.
Good one.
Damn.
I will say, I had written him down, and then I took him off.
He took him off. Shouldn't have said that. I could have gotten Phil to say Andrew Ryan again later. Oh. That doesn't really fit because that's not his name. Is this Captain Anderson from Mass Effect?
No.
Doesn't really fit because his name is Donald.
You're really reaching at that point.
Listen, man.
You call him Anderson.
Yeah, you call him
I think that
Anderson,
fits.
but
It would fit, by the way, Tim.
Yeah, all right.
You're right, but
His name is Donald. Like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. But I think since you address him as Anderson, I think that
sure.
works.
Question 18. Phil, ball in your court.
Yeah, dude, this is hard. It's really hard to think of fucking A names, dude.
Oh, it's only one of how many other letters are there in the alphabet?
26.
Fuck. Yeah, all 26.
So we just got to eliminate the other 25, you know?
Easy peasy.
Not a robot, a man from a Western studio, not from a PlayStation Studios game, not from Xbox Game Studios.
Yeah, so it's somebody third party.
Yeah. That's why I went Supergiant and I went Ares, you know?
I can't get it doesn't make any sense. I can't get Isaac Clarke out of my head.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
I don't know. Dude, imagine if I sniped it with Ada Wong right away.
Right.
Wow, Tavin, you're so cool and smart.
Ooh. Is this Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Nice.
I'll take that as a non-serious answer.
He said it. He said it.
I said it.
All right.
He said it.
I don't care.
No.
Not Alvin.
There are two more guesses.
This
Here's the thing: is the question, the answer?
one more guess.
No, that was
No, there's two more. You're right. He has number 20. This Alex Mason.
no.
Oh, good one.
Is his name
Mason.
Is his name Alex? That was a shot in the dark. He feels like an Alex.
You're actually correct.
Oh, nice. You felt like an Alex.
The numbers, Mason.
Kiss my ass.
Fucking Ice Cube's in that game, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Bowman.
Good old Bowman.
Fuck.
Could it be?
I don't fucking know, man.
I'm out of guesses, right?
Yeah, this is tough. Give me Adam Warlock from Marvel Rivals.
No. That is not the case. And if you were on that 20
It's
questions
also wrong
machine,
because I think NetEase is a Eastern developer, right?
Yeah, they're Chinese.
they are. I was saying something. Yeah, the machines. The 20 question machines. When you're done with it, it says you lose. That's how it goes.
Oh, thanks. Who was it?
The answer was Arthur Morgan.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. But hey,
Funny because it actually was a Western.
yeah, I know. You see, that's why I decided to change it. But yeah, hey, you guys tied.
Look at us.
That's a tie right there.
We tied. Look
You
at
guys can
that.
shake each other's hands.
Give us a round 4.
All right.
Make it Ada Wong. Number 1. Is it Ada Wong?
Hey, you wish. Ferguson,
Is it Andrew Ryan?
Good guess.
Okay, Tavin, close us out with your mini game.
Gentlemen, I have a real simple one. I got a hit 10 here for you today. Hit 10, ladies and gentlemen. This week I've composed. Often I just find a week on the internet, or a top 10 list on the internet. But this week I've composed a top 10 list of the Game Awards, Game of the Years, ranked. So this is there are 11 games on the list. I've ranked all 11 of them. And of course, in Hit 10, only the top 10 matter because These two gentlemen will take turns guessing what is on the top 10 list. They will have 5 turns each. Number 1 on the list is worth 10 points. Number 10 is worth 1 point. Everything in between is inversed as so. They will take turns guessing what is on this list, starting with Phil.
Okay.
Oh, I'll say this is my, yes, this is a list that I constructed. I ranked all the Game Awards, but it wasn't off of 100% personal preference. It was a little bit of what do I think is pushing the medium forward? What do I think is objectively better than all the things separate from my personal taste? That my personal taste is still a factor, but it's
You're trying to be definitive.
I'm trying to be a little bit more what do I think really earned it? That in the year that they competed in so forth. So yeah, that's what that is.
Real quick, if you wouldn't mind, Tavin, introducing what a hit 10 is.
I already did.
Did you? I didn't hear you say the point values and everything.
Yep, 100% did it all. I know it's real hard to listen to me, but yeah, I did.
I mean, I just tune you guys out, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
Boring,
Yeah,
frankly.
so give me your first guess, Phil.
First guess, I'm going to say Astrobot.
Astrobot is number 7 on the list, Phil. That will grant you 4 points.
7, really?
Yeah.
Let's go. Ready for me?
I'm ready for you.
Helldivers 2.
Are you an idiot?
Didn't that win an award somewhere?
Are you a fucking
Oh, this is a
moron?
video game award,
This is the Game Awards.
The game of the
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, you're a fucking moron.
Sorry, my bad.
My
Okay,
second
I'm
guess.
sorry.
My second guess. We're gonna go Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3 is number 1 on the list, granting Phil 10 more points. Got it, numbnuts?
Yeah.
You figured it out?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring is number 6 on the list. That'll grant you 5 points.
Give me Sekiro.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is number 4 on the list. That will grant you, Philip, another 7
7. Yeah, so I should have 21 now.
Last of Us Part 2.
The Last of Us Part 2 is number 3 on the list. That is 8 points for you, Connor. Not fully out of the race yet, but getting damn close.
Oh,
Give me God of War 2018.
God of War 2018 is number 5. That's 6 more points for you, Phil.
Let's see. Be a little bit more accurate or pinpoint here.
I can say Dragon Age of the Veilguard at this point, dumbass.
Overwatch. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to remember. I'm like, oh, that won that year, but I'm like, oh, didn't. Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3, Connor, is number 2 on the list. That'll get you 9 points. That's putting you where you need to be, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was aiming for.
Phil, guess number 4? 4.
Give me Dragon Age Inquisition.
Dragon Age Inquisition is number 8 on the list. That'll get you 3 points. Connor, you got 2 shots here. It's pretty tricky. Left on the list is number. Just 9 and 10 left. 9 and 10 left.
Okay,
done, Connor.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Overwatch.
Overwatch is not on the list.
It started the hero shooter, Tavin.
Sure, yeah.
One of the best video games.
I
ever made.
honestly thought that one of the other 2 games would have not made the list for you.
I thought about it. I had to think about it.
I'm just gonna shoot here. I'm gonna say Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild is number 9. Bill, that's 2 points.
And that's the time where your personal preference was like, yeah, it's not going that high.
The Elden Ring does does everything better.
I would never disagree with you on that, Tavin.
You know.
My argument wasn't higher than Elden Ring.
Listen,
I didn't say that.
I've always said Breath of the Wild does one thing very, very, very well. Elden Ring does that one thing better. So what do you got?
Heart.
Heart.
The most beautiful thing in the world, alongside love. What was number?
Connor,
10?
I believe you have one more pick.
Do I? No.
Yeah,
Well,
because
he
you
missed
went
twice.
second.
I missed. Well, I missed.
Missed-
Yeah.
Missed twice.
missed twice.
You got 2. No, you got 3. Wait, Phil, did you just get a bonus one with Breath of the Wild?
I must have. Just don't count my 2 points then.
All right.
Just take
I'm
the
not counting those 2 points. I'm not counting those 2 points. So that leaves us with Phil at 30 and Connor at 22. Connor, if you just weren't a fucking idiot.
Could have done
And
it.
he
Weren't a
fucking guessed
moron.
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2.
Could have done.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, sometimes tomatoes happen.
Was that one even? That one was
Lemonade's
that one even
happened,
nominated for Goaty?
No.
No.
just the biggest, hardest swing and miss I've ever seen in my life. The list is as follows. Number 11 is Overwatch. Number 10 is It Takes Two. Number 9
I
is
knew that was
Legend
going to be on that list.
Huh?
I knew it was going to be on that list.
It Takes Two?
Yeah.
Why?
I just knew it was going to.
Well, yeah, there's
I
only
would've-
one
I
game
would've
not
guessed-
on the list.
I would have
No,
guessed that you were either gonna omit It Takes Two or Breath of the Wild.
no, I would never omit Breath of the Wild. I understand impact. Number 10, It Takes Two. Number 9, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Number 8, Dragon Age Inquisition. Number 7, Astrobot. Number 6, Elden Ring. Number 5, God of War 2018. Number 4, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Number 3, The Last of Us Part 2. Number 2, The Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. And number 1, Baldur's Gate 3. The only thing in here that I think is like my personal preference over anything is putting Sekiro above Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think that's fine.
I mean, also you have Breath of the Wild at number 9, which is just silly.
What did Breath of the Wild do? What did it do?
It's just silly.
What did it do? You know?
What did Last of Us Part 2 do? I don't
It gave us gaming's first true tragedy.
know if that's true or not.
But
I would bet it was probably untrue.
Let me tell you about this little game called Jack 2.
There we go.
Anyway, thank you guys
Piggy Bank.
so much for those lovely mini games, and thank you, audience, for watching this video. Of course, as I said at the top of the show, you can catch us live every Monday afternoon over on at twitch.tv/TwoPennyGames, and you can catch us recorded every Saturday at 8 a.m. Central over on over on youtube.com/@TwoPennyGames.
in mainstream podcast services.
Around the world in 80 days, starring Jackie Chan.
Saw that movie.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give us all a follow on our social medias down below in the description. And catch us in the next one. Boys, let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye and good night.